Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Hope you all are having a fabulous day. I am on here to let you guys know about the Life palette, and full total disclosure, that is like totally a big old pimple on my forehead. So for those of you who are thinking in your heads, is that a pimple? The answer is yes, it is. So anyways, now to move on to the real reason I'm on here. I wanted to just let you guys know about the inspiration for the Life palette. And so the inspiration comes with an experience that I had, let's see, now it would be, I guess, almost 13 and a half years ago. For those of you who know, I have a beautiful, wonderful daughter by the name of Nyla, and she's 12 years old. I got pregnant with Nyla when I was 18 years old. I was in a very toxic, unhealthy relationship. I was in college, and yeah, so you know, I had all of these things lined up against me that did not make me a good candidate, I guess you could say, for having a child. And also, just a little bit of background, I grew up in a very Christian family, and I grew up with the belief, and I still have the belief, that God makes no mistakes. Every child is a blessing, and I believe in life. And so when I found myself in this situation, I kind of was put through a little bit of a tailspin, and I was left kind of questioning my beliefs. And you know, I kind of had this idea in my head that, well, you know, I don't believe in abortion, but for me this one time it might be okay, which of course we know the case that's not the case. And yeah, so I just was kind of battling back and forth with what I was going to do. And so I made an appointment at a doctor's. It was actually Planned Parenthood. And so I went there, and I was only given one option. And the option was to have an abortion. And it was the appointment was very casual, and it was just made to be not a big deal. And there was no discussion of post-treatment counseling or anything like that. And so I made an appointment. And at that time I was 10 weeks pregnant. And so I remember leaving the office and, you know, having this card in my hand with an appointment date, and just sitting in my car and thinking, you know, what the heck are you doing? Like, why are you resorting to this as an option? And so I went over to my daughter's father's work, and I told myself, and I told him too, I said, look, if this is what we're going to choose, then we need to really see what happens. We need to see what we are really doing, and we need to face the reality that this is a person that we are doing this to. And so I remember going online and looking up procedures, looking up how old, you know, or what the baby looks like at 10 weeks, all of these different things. It was through, I remember finding information through an organization that was similar to Live Action, but I don't think that Live Action was around then. But yeah, so it was, you know, I got all this information, and I just remember breaking down and crying. And that's when I told myself, you know what, you're not going to do this, you're going to have this child. And yeah, I decided to choose life, and I am so grateful that I chose life. My daughter is such a beautiful, wonderful, amazing person. She has the most beautiful soul, and I'm just so thankful that I chose to have her, and I thank God all the time. And this is also something that I held inside of myself for a very long time, and I held a lot of anger towards myself, and I was very ashamed that I almost went through with it. I mean, obviously I did not, but this is actually something that I haven't even really told my parents. But I want to share this with you guys, because I want you to really know that this palette means so much to me. It literally means the world to me. And I also just want to remind all of us as a community to have more grace in our hearts, to have grace in our hearts towards women who maybe did not choose life. And you know, it says 50% of women, they live their life with regret, with anger, just with resentment, all of these different emotions. And so we just need to remember that, you know, God forgives, and that we need to forgive. We need to have grace in our hearts, and we need to do better as a community to educate versus just to talk at people. And yeah, so I thank you guys for your support. For those of you who have stuck around, for those of you who are new, I just thank each and every one of you guys. You are all amazing, wonderful, fearless, and you're all a bunch of badasses. And I really thank you guys so much, and all the glory to God. And yeah, the release date for this palette is July 27th. We will be doing a pre-sale, and we also will have a limited number of palettes at the Student Action Summit in Tampa, Florida. That's a week before the palette release, so we will be selling some palettes there as well. So just keep an eye out for the pre-sale. And again, just thank you all for how wonderful you are. And we as a community, we can change the freaking world. And we are going to change, we are changing the beauty industry, and we will continue to move forward and stand firm in our beliefs and just come together. And so I thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, God bless.